There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Globe.
Psychologist, relationship coach, the one, the only
Benjamin Zulu.
Benjamin Zulu himself. Hello and thank you for tuning in to Benjamin Zulu Global Show. My name is Sylvia Keremi. Now it's that time again. We sit, listen and learn. And today we're looking at things smart men never do with women. I know this one is going to be interesting. All fun and learn.
Yes.
Yes.
The men who are intentional. There's a group of people who never wake up to intentionality. They live by impulse. They go by what they feel in the moment, and they're carried by their emotions.
Yes.
There are people like that, and they cannot predict or even they cannot direct their lives. So that has been a huge problem in society, where it was made to look like men will be men. So whenever you hear that quote, they point men staring at women. Men will always be, boys will always be. So it was meant to look like lack of self-control was being men. Mm-hmm. And the caricature of a weak man is what society or the popular culture wants, so that they can scandalize and say, men are always like this, men are always like this. The man who is self-controlled, mature, mentally stable, emotionally self-aware, he is not trendy.
Yeah.
This is the man we're calling the smart men. There are things they do and there are things they cannot do with women.
Yes.
Today we are highlighting them so that you can know when you're dealing with a smart man, mm-hmm. and you don't compare him unfavorably with the men you hear in culture. And women are always asking, if he does not provide for me, how do I know that he's generous? Somebody cannot start talking to you today, then tomorrow they're paying your bills. They're paying your salon.
Yeah.
Buying new shoes. That's not how it works.
Yes.
And women also coming from that philosophy of a man should take care of her. And that to prove love, a man should take over her bills. So she does not see herself having agency for her own existence.
True, and people have normalized that.
And one lady said, this guy starts cheating on our society, he's very disrespectful to me, now I'm suffering here, he does not even provide, I'm stuck. In your head, you think they have normalized dependency as love.
Yes.
And anytime you try to tell them about independence and self-reliance, first of all, they cannot perceive love beyond material provision. Your perspective can either be your prison or your palace. If your perspective about love as a woman is just a man providing for you and you just being there, now you're just providing your body to him, now you think now you're being a wife, that is a prison. Back then, women had no way of giving themselves lifestyle. If she drives well, what does the husband do? If they have a good house, I wonder what the husband does. If she has good clothes, oh, what does the husband? A woman had no agency, means of providing for herself and determining her fate in the world. Today, women have that freedom.
Yes.
Only when you can afford your own money can you marry for true love. When you can't afford your own money, you marry for the money. When you can't afford your survival, you marry for survival. When you can afford your survival, now you marry for love.
Yeah.
This life has laws because human beings have psychological tendencies that you can read from. Mm-hmm. When a man thinks you need him the way you need oxygen, why does he need to work again hard to show you affection? If without him you can't eat, you can't survive.
Yeah.
Why should he go overboard? So when people are trying to, he doesn't allow me to work, allow me to stay home, he's reducing you to survival. So that when he produces survival, gives you survival, doesn't have to give you affection.
Yeah.
So that bare minimum is enough to keep you. when somebody involves you like a true companion, many people don't marry for companion.
Yeah.
They just want a person to play that role of giving them a home, giving them children, a house,
Yeah.
and social image of being married. Those who marry for companion involve you in everything. Companionship it means inclusion, becomes one.
Yeah.
It's very uncomfortable, but it is the most life-changing. That's when two become one flesh. The other one of master-servant. The arrangement of master-servant, where you come as a dependent and him comes as a provider and all that.
Yeah.
It leaves you exposed to him and to the world should him not be around. When he's not around, you'll be exposed to the world. When he changes his mind, you are at his mercies.
True.
It's staggering how many women are contented to just stay home. I can't imagine it. I usually try to think it. I get dizziness. I stop. How would you put yourself in such a situation?
Yeah.
Sylvia, it's awkward when it's not a young baby keeping you at home. It's just comfortable. And you think now when you are eating everything from a man's hand, and then over time your gifts atrophy, your ability to survive disappears.
Mm-hmm. Especially for women.
Yes.
Yeah.
The world is evolving.
Yes.
You left it at spreadsheet, now we are at AI. But you have not been in the world for 10 years. The last time you were in college, the exam was spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Next time you appear again, it's AI.
Yeah.
You don't need to enter data, you just need to prompt AI.
Yes.
Tabulate this data according to X, Y, and done.
Yeah.
You don't know what is prompt, what is AI? And you just want a guy to put you Wi-Fi at home and buy you electricity units and bring shopping.
Yes.
I just want you to know that the men we are discussing today are looking for something else. Previously, men were deceived into thinking they should mold a woman into what they want.
Yes.
I don't know where that notion came from. I think it came from animal husbandry, where you can train an animal, shape them into anything. That view of women that, cancelled out their free will. The very basic element about a human being.
Yeah.
Smart men know that women have energy and they are going to go in the direction of their energy. They have a mentality and they go in the direction of their mentality. So there are things when you see a man doing them, that's not a man you want to follow. That's not a man you want to invest in.
Okay.
And surprisingly, some of them look positive. Some of them were most dangerous traits. On the surface, they look very good. On the surface, they look admirable. They may make even the man very admirable among women. The first thing these men don't do is that they don't train a woman on how to become his wife. The moment you open your mouth and describe, the wrong woman will fit that description and you will marry her. Then she'll go back to her true colors.
Okay.
Smart men don't teach a woman what they want. They'll be educating an enemy and they know it. Let me tell you why this man is cautious. Because he has realized he has value. The other men don't have value. They must overkill to get any woman to cooperate with them.
Yeah.
The men who getting a child over here is nothing, getting a child over there is nothing. Getting laid here is nothing.
Yes.
Those type cannot interest virtuous women. They are put off. Even their mentality is difficult to deal with. Sometimes you leave them in the middle of the conversation. You can't engage. That level of thinking is You're wondering which century are you in? So the man who has developed to a place where we can call him a smart man who has a direction, a man with a vision and a mission, a man on the move. He knows he is also a target. And women who want soft life will cling to him. Mm-hmm. So when you begin conversing, he does not start tuning you. The moment you sense a man tuning you, you're dealing with a fool. Run. A man does not arrive and telling you how to dress, turn down to this one, that you appear like wife-like, teaching you his ways. Mm-hmm. No.
Run.
That's a very unawakened man. That's a controller at the very least. The man who knows this life, he tries to study and engage you, how you live, to see you in the most authentic light. Because that is who you will go back to. The man knows this woman, after I marry her, she will revert now to her true colors. Yeah. Let me see the true colors, whether I can deal with them. There are people who pose other lovers to get you in. Then they pick up from where they left. So let's say you came here with the preacher and you preached to her and you evangelized her. And she converted. Mm-hmm. Now you will think you've married a convert. Then she converts back. Uh-huh. She reverts back.
Yes.
What will you do? That's how many women deceive us men. She changes into what you'd seem to want a lot. Mm-hmm. And she gives you that. She can give you that. When she wants, women can act.
For a while.
Yes.
Yes.
They can give you that. Particularly when they see that you will give them a benefit. Good men have no difficulty finding women. It's not hard for a good guy to find a woman. Mm-hmm. It's not hard. Women are all over and they can see he has value. He dresses up well. Do you know if you dress well and just walk on the streets? Yeah. You attract attention.
Yes.
The men I'm discussing are so many, they're just not. It's easier to discuss Egonga, Balthazar, sleeping with everything. It's easier for culture to get excited.
Yes.
And see, they're watching those videos and video number 377 has no sound.
I've seen those memes.
So people are joking with hardcore porn.
Yes.
When a criminal comes up destroying family, he's trendy. That man who has been faithful to his wife for 40 years, even when the wife posts, we don't like it.
Yeah.
Don't comment. Now that cannot be true. We know it's just a lie. Mm-hmm. The men who have silver jubilees, the men who have been there and their children are saying, my father was my hero. A lady from the Maasai culture told me the father was their pillar of all cultures. Mm-hmm. The father would wake up early because mom was not an early riser, or he just volunteered to make breakfast for everyone.
Wow.
He was not polygamous at all.
Yeah.
That lady is one of the most pivotal people I've seen in the media world. The most consistent, stable, transformational media manager in the media world. Mm-hmm. When I asked, what's your secret? My dad believed in me from the onset, never compared me with anyone. And that faith is what I carry today. That's how I operate. Mm-hmm. Why is that man not on the front of a paper? And say, this is the man.
He was doing what's normal.
It's easier now to post the adulterer, the marriage breaker.
Yes.
It's easier. When a dog bites a man, it's not news. But if a man bites a dog,
that's news.
So media is passing over. We are passing over, and I told you we are media nowadays. Remember that?
Yes.
Sometimes we even have bigger masses than the mainstream media.
True.
So when you say media, we are not pointing fingers. Huh? Mm-hmm. You're talking at
us.
So we don't take our cameras.
Yeah.
To the person who's doing right things.
That's true.
I gave you homework to check. Next time, just pay attention. In church, in community, weekends, in the shopping malls, how many men are walking with their children? He's the one carrying, holding. He's the one, children are even happy around him. The mother is free. Or she's not even around.
Yeah.
It's a common picture today, but do we focus on that?
No.
It's not entertaining. A responsible man. It's not.
Yeah.
The men we are discussing today are not popular. but they exist.
They
don't struggle to get women.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, those men have told me, I'll be busy minding my business with my children, keeping them. And a lady from somewhere will have noticed me admiring, and I'm busy with my family. Others will just say, I like that picture.
Yeah.
My wife keeps noticing when men are doing the right things. Women notice the right things.
Yes.
You say, look at that. I like that. Dad, daughter, son, dad. Just look at that connection.
Yes.
It's just so beautiful. Healthy people like healthy things. So because a smart guy generally is trying to do best with his life, he's polite. And many women are shocked by politeness. Looks romantic. It's very rare.
Yes.
For a man to let you go in first.
True.
To assist you in small things. And that could be his nature. But you're like, is he trying to hit on me? Oh, you're just pleasantly surprised. Oh, thank you for restoring my hope in humanity. We still have decent people.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes they just... So these men get complimented by healthy women, and they also get hit on or crashed on by those women who sometimes don't even honor families. I told you some of them hunt for this responsible man.
Yes.
The man comes in a good car, and some of those girls are running after him, not realizing it's another woman with whom he has evolved to this level. They don't honor that.
Yeah.
So please, can you remove from your head the scarcity-minded man who can't even get a woman? That's not what we're discussing. The man we are discussing today can find a woman. It's the quality of the woman he needs. And therefore, because he is selective and when he is enrolling, he's looking at the long term, he can never educate you to behave the way he wants because he knows he'll be educating you to pretend.
Yeah.
In the contrary, they usually set setups. These men draw exams, indirect examinations, to see your true colors.
Yeah.
For example, they don't insist on something that they know they can. They don't remind you, they don't mention thrice or twice. If they invite you to accompany them in something or join them to spend some time together, and you're not sure, they don't nag. For example, they also want to see that you're interested.
Yes.
They want a woman who also wants them. This man knows when he finds the right woman, there will be a mutual attraction. The chemistry will grow mutually. We'll be excited about each other, both of us. You will see us making sacrifices to be available for each other. You will be a banker and him finance in which whatever, and you can meet on a Wednesday, 11 a.m.
Because it's important.
You can create time for it.
Yes.
You'll be on phone call when you're at work and you can talk for 2 hours because you know what I'm doing I can do is we talk.
Yes.
You can create the time. You will meet 4 p.m. and leave there at 12 midnight. Just restaurants and place talking. You don't know how the hours went. You know this is important. You can
Until the restaurant people tell you time is up. We need
the
to close.
first shift people left. That is the chef. Try to close.
We need
The
to
security
close.
guys and the parking.
Yes.
And there's nothing like pressure. You just enjoy each other's company and do you know how relieving it is to find a person you think alike?
Yeah.
To find a person you gel. You imagine having to live with a person like that. It's so exciting. So a smart guy is not trying to educate you. He's trying to just flow with you to see how you live.
Yeah.
While he's also showing you how he lives to measure it in your own way. He wants to know the real you as he's showing you the real him.
Yeah.
There's place for courtship, there's place for nicety, but it's not pretending to be who you're not. That part is what these men drive the most with.
Yes.
And anytime they become that real, they sense a clash of energy. They're able to know, no. He will not follow you into that world he is uncomfortable with and change who he is so that he can keep you.
Yeah.
a smart guy knows. I want somebody we flow more than we fight. We may not be identical twins in behavior. We may not be thinking alike in everything.
Yes.
But we are aligned in values. So personalities and preferences may vary. You may have a very keen eye for detail. And I may have a grand vision for big things. But we are aligned in values of life and where we are taking our lives.
Yeah.
That element, you may find that you're very neat. I am more relaxed. You know, you need to arrange your table, those books in geometrical arrangement.
Yeah.
Then now you can start work. For me, as long as the books are around,
They are there.
I know where to find them if I need them. Nobody is suffering.
Yes.
None of them is falling on the floor.
I remember there's one time I was concerned about a guy who does things that way, and he told me, I am organized in my own disorganization. I know where everything is, and if you organize it, I'll not find it.
So, some people are more relaxed,
Yeah.
particularly improvisers. People think on their feet. Artists, artistic flair. Just an artistic flair. Somebody else is methodical, scientific, organized, structural.
Yes.
They can't work until, first of all, can we ventilate the space? Can we get the space well cleaned? And they'll put energy to clean up open windows just so they can feel, now we can work. There's a tidiness we must learn, all of us, of course.
Yes.
But we're talking about that concept of having preferences that may vary in personality inclination, but values, honesty, commitment, long-term, involvement, responsibility, leadership, management, those things you align.
Yeah.
These sincere men do not educate you on what they're looking for. They let you be you. Then they determine whether they want you as you are. The second thing is they don't shift from investigation to investment. Only a naive man meets you and then starts investing, you know, facelifting your father's house, starting a butchery for your dad, paying soccer for your mother, taking your brother to college.
Yes.
And when a man is shifting gears so quickly before he knows who you are, that's not an awakened man. He is using all those things to substitute for real connection. Real connection is risky because you can die. Real connections are not guaranteed.
Yeah.
They are only secured by our compatibility. And some people don't want to find out about true compatibility. They want to skip over to the sweet part. So this true man will give you ideas, but he will not be writing heavy checks to redeem your problems. He will think with you, but he will not take over the parenting role. And these men also, by definition, cannot date undergraduate students, people who have not yet established a career. If you're a student, it's because you're grown up, you're working as you study. Masters, PhD, those kind of things. But these people are looking for themselves. This man knows she's not a woman yet.
Yes.
Even before there's any teacher or psychologist to clarify it, a smart guy senses the emotional instability, how many unclear this girl is about her life.
Yes.
And even before, some of them can't tell you the age directly, but one conversation is enough. It's not sometimes easy to always ask people their age directly.
Yeah.
You must guess it from when they finish school, when I joined this one there. And sometimes ladies are very confusing. Their body is just grown. They're very confusing.
True.
And they're very active. They can even be in the market already. They can be doing this, you're meeting at work. Yeah. And then you listen, the guy can tell too immature. Although you look grown, but too immature.
Yeah.
Something smart men will tell you, and they don't broadcast it, or they're not stoned. Some truths are uncomfortable. We only hush. We speak them in whispers between two people. We don't scream them.
Yeah.
But this guy usually knows. When he finds this lady who is so unsure that she's lovable, whether he means it or you're just flattering me, are you just flattering me? If I have to convince you several times that I love you, the day you're also going to suspect I don't love you, it will be impossible. So this man will tell you, the moment I sense emotional instability in one direction, I know it will be chaos in all other directions. I don't need to prove it. I know that that's where it goes. The moment you cannot believe simple things, or he's talking to a girl and he says, by the way, are there still true love? Do you think there's true love? We are here on a date and you're still arguing about basic concepts.
Exactly.
That man will quietly disengage.
Yeah.
You are still debating with life.
Yes. And what he's trying to put across.
Yes.
Yeah.
And these men don't count it as a loss. They can pay the dinner we came to meet for. He called for the date many times, for example. And no losses of saying, no, that was good, served purpose. If you are not trying to evolve yourself, if you're not trying to learn how to converse on an intelligent, mature level, smart men will leave you alone because they can't engage. They hate to make you feel like a fool. Although you're talking like a fool, they don't want to put it. Obviously. They don't make it obvious, but they just excuse themselves.
Yes.
And these men don't take advantage of a woman or trying to sleep with you because you have a crush on them. No. And anytime they have a woman who is attracted to them, because it's not new. Remember, this man is not in a famine of love. The typical man, society tells you, he can't find any woman to like him. This guy is used to being liked.
Yeah.
He doesn't take it for granted, but he knows quality women are there. Those people crashing on you sometimes because you're likable. I mean, you're polite, you have your life organized, you're visionary, you're stable, you're consistent, you are not trying to sell your soul, cut shortcuts, scam people. You have a legit career, legit business.
Yeah.
You are clean, you talk, you keep your word, you're polite. Who wouldn't want that? So this one knows.
Yes.
He is likable.
Yes.
It's not news. And to find some random girl somewhere, some random lady crashing all over, it's not strange.
He's used to that.
He cannot ask for nudes because some women are sending the nudes without him asking. That's not what a smart guy would do. It's him wants to block and shut out doors when people are trying to force their way into his life. This is what makes that man know he deserves the very best.
Yeah.
That's what gives him boldness. To approach a self-contained Sylvia somewhere minding her business at a restaurant. And because he greets with decency, even when Sylvia is married, he will comfort, say, I'm married, but please keep searching, I wish you the best.
Yes.
If you are self-contained, composed, cool lady who keeps yourself with a sense of class, you receive a lot of favors. Yeah. Men just enjoy to see that kind of a lady. Mm-hmm. Even when you're not trying to be seductive or anything, minding your business,
yeah,
they'll come all the way to just assist you. Clean your car better, make way for you, lift things for you, serve you, update you about this. You find favor around.
yes,
I don't know, many women have lost sense of femininity and they don't know what they're losing. They have started wearing loose trousers like us. And they're just walking around with plainness. By the time you realize it's a woman, you have to check twice.
and nowadays it's so common.
You're losing out. There's a lot of favor being given to feminine ladies. And not all men are predatory. They even respect marriage.
Yeah.
Just show the ring, say, but thank you, I wish you all the best. These men know they deserve a kind of women, that's why they're not settling just for anything.
Yeah.
Let me remind you, what is the plan of this culture to neutralize this man? Catch him before he knows who he is and tie him up with wrong women. That's the simple plan. Find him in college when he thinks he's just another wolf.
Yeah.
Hungry wolf trying to marauding hordes of wolves looking for anybody to devour. And then he feels like he's very favored when a woman can agree to be with him. No. When this man knows he's distinctive, is different, he becomes confident. So these men, they don't go out of their way to put money, time, everything into your life. They still stay at investigation level until they have certified, and they don't fear losing you.
Yeah.
They don't declare the first day, I see wife in you, the mother of my children. That's nonsense. This man lets things grow organically. Because he knows when he finally commits, he'll be committed. So he cannot rush the commitment. You cannot be casual with what you take seriously. So we are saying this man is confident, and he expects a woman who is as confident and prepared as him. That's why his approach is always a mix of interests, learning. He's attracted to you, but he also wants to know how you live, to see whether you flow together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, I like how you teach us so many things, and I can tell you right now, I think because I'm now sitting here with you, I can see all these things when I am out there.
Wow, I love that.
Thank you so much for this wisdom. Benjamin Zulu has written so amazing books. The book I'm holding right here is called Dating Right, and it has all this conversation that we were talking about. This is a book that is part of the dating package, Dating Right, Lasting Love, and Before You Say I Do, things that you really need to do before, to know and do before you get into marriage. We also have a healing package. If you're going through it all, you need to know how to heal. Healing Your Inner Self is the book, and another one that is how to recognize and deal with toxic relationships. We also have a self-development package. If you want to grow your wealth, money, be successful, please get Millionaire Moves and The Mastery. We also have one very amazing book that is a critical guide for all the pre-25s. You don't want to make mistakes before you commit yourself to eternity. Let's say before you commit yourself to life in marriage and all careers, you need to make things right before you get to 25. Before you make these lifetime commitments, you need to get the critical guide for all the pre-25s. The book is Dreams Before Dating. Thank you so much for being with us. It has been an amazing time. See you next time.
There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome.